the most realistic online racing ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real-world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $100,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
All right, race fans, welcome. We're back live here at Charlotte Motor Speedway tonight for the Extreme Motorsports99.com Xfinity Series. Qualifying is underway, and these guys are, well, they're getting geared up here. They're in the middle of their drivers' meeting, as always. Joe White up here in the booth, accompanied by the legendary man himself, Tim McBride. Tim, how you doing?
All right, Joe. How you doing tonight?
I tell you what, well, it's going to be a good one. We are at Charlotte, and, you know, Charlotte last night for the Cup Series there was a very, very good race. I look for tonight's race to be another very good one.
Yes, I do too, Joe. You know, Charlotte's a good track to run on. I love Charlotte.
Absolutely. Fun track. And then, you know, we've got the Xfinity cars here tonight. They're definitely going to be, they're different than the Cup machines.
Yes, they are. Well, you can suck up the car in front of you a lot quicker.
Absolutely.
You know,
I don't think we'll see as hard a passing. Well, again, it's still Charlotte. You know, it's still tough to pass here. But I think we might see some more passing than what we saw last night with the Cup machines. They're, like I said, they're a little bit more of a different animal. But I tell you, the man on pole, well, M. Scott List Rambler. And I said, boy, that is a mouthful of a name there. And hopefully, I don't know if that's his real full name, but we'll just go with Scott. How's that? And I looked at it and I said, what if you had to write that down every time they said do your full name?
Yeah, boy. Hey, Kathy. Hey, how y'all doing tonight?
Yeah, I want to appreciate everybody tuning in. It looks like we're getting set to grid these boys up here tonight. Charlotte Motor Speedway style. Let's get these guys here gridded up because the man on pole, we just said it. Scott Rambler out there. Ed Morris, well, he's looking to put that thing in victory lane, starting second, third place starter. Mason Kane, right, going to have a good one. And Travis Pryor, he has shown up the last several weeks. He's looking to put it in victory lane himself. He's got a very fast machine. Well, a fifth place man, there's the other, Jay Pryor. John Gonzalez sitting in sixth, seventh place starter there. John T. Wimmish, we know the captain knows how to run. And Hunter McDaniel, look out for that cat here tonight, starting in eighth, ninth place starter. Richie Evans and Tyler Hallman rounds the top tens. Look to the rest of the field. It's going to be a good one. There's some good names here tonight, Tim.
Yes, it is there, Joe. Hello there, Joshua and Edward. I tell you what, good luck, guys.
no doubt, it's going to definitely be an interesting one here tonight, as got a full packed field here as we go through the lineup. Still ain't got through the full lineup here. Looks to be about 34 or 33 machines here tonight. Gonna be on the grid here. There you go, Tim.
Boy, it's gonna be a good one, Joe. There's a lot of cars out there.
I enjoy it. I think these guys, man, will definitely be. We'll just have to see how they handle. Obviously, this place tight coming out of the turns. That's just one of the things.
Turn one, you gotta watch that lip down there, because if you hit that lip wrong, you're gonna mess up.
No doubt about it. Right. 86. Am I looking at that right? I don't see an 86. You see an 86, Tim?
No, I don't.
Alright. Tama says good luck. And let's go 86. I don't see an 86. So, I tell you what, we'll go with the alternative route. Which driver are you pulling for? How's that? As we get set here, pace cars, pulling them off. We're getting set to go green flag racing here tonight. It's going to be an exception one here for the Extreme Motorsports 99.com Xfinity Series. Yes.
Hello, Brandon.
Yes, we know. We've got that one there, Brandon. We got it now. We just still like to kid about that last name. No fries and no ketchup. So it's freeze. So freeze the fries.
Hey, Kevin.
All right, here we go. Getting set here to go green flag racing tonight. Fasten the seat belts there, Tim. Tighten them up a little bit. We're getting this set to go hot rodding around here at Charlotte Motor Speedway in my backyard here. As these guys, man, of the Extreme Motorsports 99 Xfinity Series. And that man, Scott List, out front. Pace cars at a turn 4. Going to drop off on pit road. Here we go. The green flag flies. We are racing under the lights at Charlotte tonight.
Yes, we are. And that number 7 got a little late there.
Yeah, just a little bit, but I tell you what, that's just all it is to it here. Is these guys, man, are going to head off into turn 1. Right now, these cars are probably going to handle about the best that they're going to handle all night long.
Yes, they are. As long as they stay off that curb in the turn, they'll be all right.
And you're going to see a little bit more battling than what we probably saw last night for the time being until the tires wear out a little bit. The 93 Mason Kane right there hops up in the second place. Ed Morris, he's still hanging on the third. Travis Pryor there in fourth. You got to look behind him as you got Hunter McDaniel moving in, and that 75 down low with the 80 of Jay Pryor high.
John Gonzalez is right behind the mare too, Joe, in 7th place.
And he's looking good, trying to see which way he needs to go. That high line, or actually the middle lane, the preferred line here at Charlotte. That low line, it'll kind of work a little bit, but if you get stuff down there too far, you're going to lose grip. You're going to have to stay in that middle lane. To see Hunter right there battling with Jay Pryor, he's a little low right now. It'll work right now because his tires aren't too bad off, but the later on in the run, that line he's running, where Jay's running, actually would be the better line to be at.
Yes, it is. I say Hunter McDaniel's up under Jay Pryor, Travis Pryor. No, Jay.
Yep, Jay. And, and just watching the battle right there, you can see it all depends on how much the guy on the outside is going to give you position going into the turn. I mean, he doesn't have to give you a whole lot. But Hunter right now, he's way down there in the apron, and he does get to clear. That's pretty much probably the best for all right there, because after a while, those tires are going to give up. And that very, very low line's not the place to be.
No, it ain't, Joe. I tell you, Jay Pryor, right there behind him, he said, I believe I'll let him go, keep from having a bad night.
Yeah, just want to fall back in line, kind of be a little bit patient. You can be a little more aggressive with this car than you can with the Cup machine. As you see John T. Wimbish right there kind of riding along in 8th place spot alone behind that crowd. And, so it's, I don't know. Okay, Adam Eisenhower started. He's in the 36, not the 86. There you go. Okay. Jason Eisenhower's in the 36. Oh, Adam Eisenhower. My bad. He is in the 86. Need to have my eyes checked. I'm sorry about that. So Adam Eisenhower, who the other day had a pretty good finish, didn't he, Tim?
Yeah, he did.
Absolutely. That's Captain SimSpeedShop.com himself. I want to appreciate SimSpeedShop.com coming on board here at the 2019 season of OSR Network. If you're looking for some sim stuff, look for those guys.
Randy Perdue's right there in front of Adam too there, Joe.
Randy Perdue.
5.
Oh, yeah, right there in front of him. Yep. Actually looking pretty good. So, yeah, they kind of spread out a little bit back there in the back, just kind of being patient. Again, you got to look. This place here tonight, Tim, it's hard to pass. But, man, back up here, what we were talking about a minute ago with Hunter McDaniel, Jay Pryor, they have not gave up on each other. They're still nose to tail.
Boy, he's right there, ain't he? Got that 28 behind him, John Gonzalez.
And they're looking good, too. John Gonzalez right there in the mix. So, all those guys right there, single file. And look who popped up in the chat. Look at that. Haven't seen you in a while. What's going on, Becky? How are you? Got a pull for John T. Wimbush. There you go, and the Pryor boys. And you know what? Who we're missing now, Tim, is old Pat out there pulling for the Pryor guys.
Yeah, Pat T. Hey, Becky.
Yeah, Pat T. That's the boys out here. That's Jay and Travis. Right now, Jay is in the 6th place. Travis sitting in 4th. Now, John T. Wimbush trying to battle right there with John Gonzalez. We're still, watching his pack. You see John's trying to work over Jay. But John wasn't able to make that move on the inside. And, he said himself last night when we talked that Charlotte just could not figure this place out.
Didn't he, Joe?
And you know what? This is a track that sometimes you can, Travis went up there and maybe bumped the wall just a little bit.
Gotta be careful, Travis.
Oh, Tyler Justice. What's going on, Tyler? How you doing?
Hey, Tyler.
Tyler Justice out there. I'll tell you what, that guy knows how to drive a truck, man. I've seen him drive some trucks, and he'll definitely drive the wheels off some of them things.
Yeah, we got the 28 down low there, Joe.
They are still battling back there, ain't they?
Yep.
Maybe if he offers them one of them Miller Lights there, they'll move out of his way.
You reckon they would?
I don't know. Who knows? Right now, John T. Wimbush is going to try the high side. See if he can't make something work up there on the high line.
Yeah, he's right there with them.
Yeah, and that's actually going to bring the 21. It looks like a Tyler Holman along with him.
Tyler Holman's right up above the 28 there of John Gonzalez now. He's going to pass him.
Well, I'll tell you what, Tim, you got to look up here in the front, too. Just notice out of the corner of my eye there, Travis Pryor, Ed Morris, and Hunter McDaniel, they're starting to heat up the battle up there.
Oh, yeah, all 4 of them right there together.
Oh, man, I don't know if you just saw that. Let me explain.
Hey.
Yeah, we're seeing it live as it happens right now, but let me explain what happened on that one there. Travis Pryor was just running along, and it looks like the 7 of Hunter McDaniel went into the inside. Actually, excuse me, Travis Pryor was there, and the 93 of Mason Kane, 93. Yep, want to make sure I was right. 93 of Mason Kane right there. Oh, and Tyler Holman, who was battling in the field, nowhere to go. But yeah, it looks like Travis went to go put his nose to the outside. Mason Kane was right there, and they just got together just ever so slightly. Oh, the 75 got a little bit of that, but Tyler Holman destroying the front of that car. So did Travis also.
Yeah, he did destroy the front of it.
Hate to see that, man. Wow. Caution's out. But you know what? We seen this last night, Tim. This is the product of what Charlotte is. These cars, you look there, you try to get that run, you think you've got the spot, but the cars just move up, and they're so tight going in and out of turns that nowhere you can go.
Yeah, they was all wanting that one spot.
Yeah, and only one car can get it. Yeah, you're right there, Becky, man. Hate to see down Travis's part. Jay's still up there, though, as he always, and I know we missed Tyler being out here, too, man, because he was a force to be reckoned with in these Xfinity cars. But I know, Becky, you're getting geared up here soon because I know you heard, yes, I will be taking over the realms of SRA for their Xfinity Cup, Rally, and their dirt. Telling you, Tim, but these people, man, if they ain't got enough of listening to me now, give them about another month or two, they'll definitely be tired of hearing my voice.
I heard that.
Tim be with me on Sundays now. Tim be with me on Sundays.
That's right.
Tim likes hanging out. Timmy!
Yeah.
I like saying Timmy.
Mason Kane!
Yeah, Mason Kane, yeah. Unfortunately, Mason Kane was right there. I don't really think that was any fault of Mason Kane's. He basically was pretty much holding his line. It was just a racing incident between the two cars, like you said, just trying to take the same real estate, and only one can do it.
That's right.
Well, it'll be a good one here. I think up in the booth on Monday nights, actually, I think I'm going to have Ethan Kurtz. He said he's going to jump up in the booth with me on Monday nights, because Tim, he has his own thing here at Extreme with the K&N. So Monday nights, I believe old Ethan's going to jump up there. He said he wanted to, and I said, sure, why not? I've had Ethan up in the booth with me before, Tim, here at Extreme for the Cup Series at one time. So, Ethan really is, he's excited about doing it. I always enjoy having drivers come up in the booth with me.
Oh, yeah, Ethan's all right. He's good.
Yeah.
I'll tell you somebody else is good, too, John T.
Yeah, I've had, actually, when John T actually first started here, he got, I was doing another league, and he actually contacted me on Facebook, and he said he'd done some Pryor stuff and whatnot, and I said, sure. And actually, before John T got really heavily involved in the racing community here by Iracing, yeah, he was up in the booth with me about 2 and 3 nights a week, and it was awesome. I said, actually, you can go back and listen to a lot of those early on days here of OSR Network. But it's a good one. Most of the times, me and Tim up here, man, chit-chatting it out here on the track, telling you what's going on. Like I say, on the Mondays, obviously, Tim's got his race here he's excited about doing. We still got Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday that we'll take care of, and then Saturday and Sunday.
Yep.
Now I tell Tim that he don't want to be with me on Saturday, Sunday. He don't have to.
Well, Sunday I do.
You don't got to. You want to.
Well, I told you what I do.
Right. I appreciate it. Tim's good, buddy. Tim's all right.
Kevin. I heard that.
But it is good to see Becky back. Actually, I asked about it last night. I said, man, the chat just seems kind of dead a little bit out there. I'm used to seeing them, and I understand, and not seeing Dre out there a lot. Pat and Becky and them all chit-chatting. Chemo, he joined in the other night, kind of secretly snuck in there, and Tim was like, what? This is what happens. Well, here we go. Pace cars coming out of turn 4. We're getting set to go back. Green flag racing, and we do here at Charlotte. And that man, Scott List up front, gets a good jump.
Yeah. Yes, he did, Joe. And Ed Morris got a good one that time, too.
Well, there you go. Yeah, hey, there you go, Becky. I mean, if you like what you see, hit a like, hit a share, hit a sub first time around. Definitely, man, we love the support of everybody out there. And don't like what you see, there's a little button over there, a little thumbs down, you can hit it. We still appreciate you coming by. Jim loves that. Yeah, he loves it. This is a conspiracy theory. Battle's on for third here. Mason Kane, he's on the inside there. Jay Pryor, they better be careful. Don't want to end up getting into another wreck.
No, he don't. Mason's right there under him, Joe. He's going to take it away from him.
Well, what you saw right there is it's so difficult coming out of turn 4. The car on the inside wants to push a lot. And you're going to see probably here, Mason's going to try to push it coming out of the turns. And right there, they were able to hold it.
Got a good run that time.
Good run, definitely. So, good run through this whole entire field right now. Well, folks, like I say, we appreciate it. And this is a good battle here for third and fourth.
Tell you what, Jay ain't giving it up, is he, Joe?
No, we ain't. And I tell you what, Tim, not only that battle there, you got to go back here with Nick Hunt and them. I mean, they got a battle all the way back through this field here.
Wow.
Now look at those slew of cars. Mike Franklin, you got Dustin Hart, Davey Hendricks, Darrell Clements involved. Now it looks like they're trying to get settled in single file, and then the battle we were watching up there in the front, they go back single file. So let's get back here and see what Dustin Hart and them actually has to do as Mike Franklin's trying to move through the field.
Yeah, Mike's doing pretty good. He's right there on right below Dustin.
So far, looking pretty good in that number 82 machine. And, you know, we've still got right now 32 machines out here running pretty good.
He didn't get it done. He had to get back behind him there, Joe. Mike Franklin did.
Battle in front of them, though, you got Davey Hendricks, Darrell Clements right there side by side.
Yes, they are. I'm talking about 8th and 9th. Yeah, Hendricks is down low, ain't he? Yeah.
32.
No, that's Darrell Clements.
Yep. Yeah, looks like they're going to go single file here, so let's see what's happening on here. Yeah, let's see what's happening on further on back here, because we got some heavy hitter names way back here in the back. You know, Jason Eisenhower, Ken Ladd, Bryce Senesack back here, Brent Cool back there, Mr. Drive for Diabetes himself. Looks like Bryce Senesack got a little bit of piece of that caution that last time there, unfortunately.
Yeah, it did a little bit there, Joe.
That's probably going to hinder the front of that car. Obviously, Tommy Amassey right there in 29th. So, and Josh Gilliland just not been able to get the pace he needs up front there. Hey, what's up, TP? Hey, Thomas, I ain't forgot about you. I got your message the other day, man. I'll get up with you. DMP Knife Company, you know, on right there, and that's my Pryor in the background, folks. It's on this lunchtime, Tim.
That's right. Hello, TMP.
Travis Pryor's back on the track here after, you know, getting messed up in the caution there. But, boy, he is way, way back up. And the car's all tore up in 31st spot.
Oh, he's a long way back, ain't he?
Yeah, I just hate to see that on his end, so.
Our starter of the race is back there in 31st now.
That's what I'm saying, Travis Pryor, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, got caught up in that wreck, and Tyler Hallman, who just, you know, slammed the wall, he's way back there in 33rd. Not the night that those two cats were looking for here, so. This man right here still out front. Now, he's got some company coming, and Ed Morris, who was chasing him down, but Scott List out front there. I don't know what the M stands for.
I don't know.
What is it, like Michael Scott List Rambler?
Probably.
Got like 4 names in one.
I'd hate done that in grammar school.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Hey, write it all in cursive. Ed Morris, look at this. Up front, going to try for the lead.
Oh, he's there. He got a good run there, Joe.
He's got to be very careful, though, if he's going to try that inside lane here. Well, we've seen it all night long, guys. Try the inside lane, but it just does not hold. He's going to try it one more time, see what he can get.
He's there. He'll have to get out of it.
Yeah, just doesn't want to push up, though. You know, if he pushes up in there, they could get together.
It'd be a long night if he did.
Yeah, he would definitely need Ed Paint Shop there on his hood afterwards.
You got that right.
Ed Morris, let's look at the speed that they're carrying. Almost 190. Well, they wore it down at the turn number 1 right there. So it's nose to tail. Old Scott out front in this one with Ed sitting in the backside of him there. Now behind him, John T. Wimich is working over Mason Kane.
Yeah, John T. has pulled him to the front there. Him and Mason been running pretty good there for the couple of laps.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Mason got it.
Yep. Mason still got it. Let's do a little driver comparison here because the last lap Mason ran a 30.346 to a 30.402 of John right there. So kind of give you an idea of their times between each other.
John's definitely faster than he is, but he just can't get the line.
He can't. And here's the thing. It's almost like what we were talking about the other night in Las Vegas. Now he shoots to the inside. If he can get that thing to push up, he'll get him probably the next turn. But coming out of that turn right there, I think Mason had him. But going into turn one, I think he's going to be able to clear him.
Yep. He couldn't push up a while ago.
Yep, so he was able to clear him going in right there. He got just enough run that he needed. Maybe tonight's the night for John. Last night, he said himself, well, he just could not figure this place out.
Looks like he's doing a pretty good job, Joe. He's right there on Jay Pryor now.
Yeah, he's moving up through the field, so he's actually doing an exceptional job up in the 4th place, and they're going to work over Jay Pryor. Here's another guy, though, kind of marred way back in traffic. Unusual to see. Mike Romanger. He is back here, and look at the mess that he is in right now.
He's in a hornet's nest right there with 17 of Tommy Haynes and Michael Twait.
Yep, you got Nick Hunt there, Darrell Clements. I mean, he's just trying to be patient, but there's nowhere to go. Tommy Haynes right there in the mix, but yeah, not where old Mike's normally accustomed to being. Usually we see him top 5, top 10, somewhere up there in the front, but he is caught back in traffic right now.
Going down under Tommy Haynes there.
Eventually, he's going to have to work himself up there or try to do something on pit road to get himself out of this position to maybe work some magic to the front. We call him Mr. Extreme himself right there. John T. Wimmis is going for the 3rd place spot. He's up underneath Jay Pryor. That's a battle.
Yeah, he lost out on that one.
For the time being, I think John's going to have to cool those tires down just a little bit.
Right.
Yeah, no doubt. Let's go back here, man, because I tell you what, there's still a good battle back here between Nick, Tommy Haynes, and Mike Romanger. I think it's one of the best battles we've got going so far. I mean, yeah, they're all maybe single file right now, but, man, those guys are right there on top of each other.
Nick Hunt is right there in front of Tommy Haynes. The 32 of Darren Clements right there in front of him. We got a caution on the Speedway.
Mason Kane goes off through the infield here. Let's go back on the replay. Watch what happened to Mason Kane right here, the 93. He was battling. Oh, he got a little bit high right there. Got a little help from the 28 machine of John Gonzalez. They got together. Mason goes sliding through the grass. So does John. Don't really think that either of the cars are tore up too bad. Let's go back here on the replay. Oh, looks like, yeah, John just got right into the back. To me, just looks like, again, both guys trying to take off the same real estate. And, you know, 2 cars aren't going to fit in the same spot.
No, they're not.
Here we go again, under caution tonight.
Boy, let's shake the field up.
Absolutely. See, real quick, man, I can, let me see if we can find this, long name guy, man, it's out front here. Where's he at? Him in the long list of drivers down here.
He's right there in 2nd.
I know he's in 2nd.
Oh, you talking about on
I'm
Team
trying
Speed.
to find him on the. I'm trying to find him on the.
Team
What you
Speed.
call it? Yeah, there he is. Actually, it looks like he just goes by Scott Rambler here in the order. Let's let him get through his pit stall. Don't want to mess him up on pit lane here. We'll bring him up here and get a word in with him. Well, he looks fast here tonight. It's been a good race so far. What do you think, Tim?
Yeah, it's been a great race there, Joe.
He's
yeah,
going to lose
Scott.
a lot of positions on pit road.
Boy, he did, didn't he?
Bad pit stop. And all right, up here and get a word with him. Scott, Joe in the booth. Got a copy?
Yes, sir. Got you loud and clear.
Man, I tell you what, you got a bad, fast hot rod, but I tell you what, you're probably going to have to fire a couple crew members there. That pit stop wasn't the best.
Nah, that was on me. I slowed up too much coming into the pit box.
Oh, okay, well, all right, so next time you can run over a couple pit men, tell them to get out the way so you can get in. You got a fast car. How's the track feeling for you?
The track's feeling pretty good. For whatever reason, between laps like 12 and 15 of a run, the car just gets really tight and doesn't really want to do anything, but it comes right back afterwards. It's kind of weird, but I think we're going to be pretty good tonight with it.
Yep. Hey, there you go, no doubt. Well, you kind of a little marred back. We'll see if you can't get through traffic. Gotta ask on the iRacing thing here. It shows you as M. Scott. The M stand for anything?
Yep, that would be my given name, Michael.
Oh, okay. You know what? That was a good guess earlier. I figured it was like a Michael Scott List Rambler. Got like 5 different names you can go by.
Yeah, I'm the dangerous four-namer.
There you go. Well, I'll tell you what, Scott. Good luck out there, man.
All right, thanks, guys.
All right. Get him back down there in his room, get stopped. That was a good guess, wasn't it, Tim?
Yep.
Man, I wouldn't have thought that, but I just thought top of my head. But, well, I guess that answered that question. He does have 5 names. Wow, or 4 names. Wow.
We got a new leader, Joe.
That's right, Ed Morris. Almost pulled it off last night. Come up just a little bit short. Apocalyptic Motorsports on. Out front, John T. Wimmis is going to start in second behind him. Jay Pryor's right there. Mike Franklin. Scott's going to be in the 5th place. Davey Hendricks going to be 6th. Richie Evans 7th. Dustin Hart up to 8th. Darrell Clements 9th. Nick Hunt rounds the top 10. And remember, Nick Hunt, he's the defending champ here in the Xfinity Series. So, folks, I just got to say, make it to the chase and anything can happen. That's your ultimate goal. Get to the chase there.
It does have effect on you if you don't get there, that's for sure. Hey, Ultra.
Absolutely. Yeah, what's up, Racing? How you doing? I want to welcome everybody out there as we're getting set to go green flag racing in a typical Charlotte style race here tonight. Some of the tracks kind of bit them a little bit.
Yeah, it did.
Jump out and bite
Let me
them.
get some good ones here.
I think we will. I think it's going to be a very, very good night tonight. And as we're getting set to go back green flag racing here under the lights of Charlotte Motor Speedway for the Extreme Motorsports 99.com Xfinity Series, here we go. As the man out front, Ed Morris in the 7. Pace car drops off on pit road. Make these things home again, and he gets a good start. Green flag's out.
Yes, he did, but John T., he fell back a little bit there. They trying to bump him up.
Well, you know what? He didn't get the start that he wanted, and that let Jay Pryor go. And Mike Franklin says, man, I tell you what, you got to get heavy on that loud pedal and make it roar. As here comes Scott along behind him, and all 4 of those guys right there at the top side.
Yeah, Scott, Mike Franklin gave him a little bump there. Say, let's go, John.
Yeah, I think John, man, was kind of sleeping a little bit. He was tired on the start.
That's right.
Look who popped out in the chat, Pat. Well, you got Jay out front.
Pat,
There's Jay's out front. Jay's doing pretty good for you so far. Here's Darren Clements. Actually, they're doing everybody's kind of single file right now.
Yeah, they are all the way back.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. You know, these guys right now be patient, but I tell you what, Mike Romanger right here in the duel with Michael Thwaites is going to go side to side. Remember, Mike, he was one of those. He was kind of mixed up in traffic back there, and he probably thinks, man, I got to be a little aggressive. You know, we talked about this last night, Tim, with Mike. Very, very laid-back, calm style driver, but boy, he's in a part right now that where he's probably going to have to pick the pace up, get a little bit more aggressive than he normally would want to be.
Yeah, he's right there up under Michael Thwaites there. He'll probably take that away from Michael on the next turn.
And you know what, right there, I'm seeing, a move. Michael is actually pinching down the inside of Mike Romanger, not letting him get that middle in the middle of the turn, making him stay down there towards the apron. Now he got the run that he wanted right there, and he got around him. But boy, the turn before, he was doing what he needed to do, pinching down, hopefully wouldn't get it. As you see, man, Michael had to move to the backside, almost got to the back bumper of him.
Yes, he did there, Joe. Right. Back behind him there, Bobby Tench.
Coming up through, man, got Mac Tools. Hopefully don't need none of those tonight. And, hopefully they stay in the toolbox.
Ooh, Michael Thwaites just hit the wall.
Bumped it just a little bit. That's characteristic to this place. You kind of push coming out. Actually, we just talked to Scott. Cars get awful tight here. Just to give you an idea, Tim, let's look at what the temperature are. Pretty cool conditions here. 70 degrees, 74 degrees track temp here tonight. Obviously 1.5 mile track, and then 4 turns. You definitely have to have 4 turns here.
Well, it's cool, that's for sure.
Cool weather. Sometimes you would think it would work hand in hand. Cool weather, very grippy, very tight cars, or very, very, very tight. Let me get it right. Very, tight style cars. Sometimes cool weather, you have the grip, but it can make it actually loose also. Warm weather sometimes makes them tight, so it's interesting. But we got a pass for the lead. Jay Pryor is trying everything he can to get around Ed Morris.
Is he gonna make it?
No, he is trying. He muscled that thing on the inside, but Ed Morris is not so fast. And look at that. That's what I'm talking about right there. You saw Jay Pryor for the moment in that 80 machine out of turn 4, just could not get the grip to hold it, and that car just shot up the track, and he had to get out of it.
Yep, that's what put Ed Morris back in the lead there.
If he would have held into it, he probably would have took both of them into the wall and end up, wrecking. So you got to be mindful of that. Last lap, last turn, that's different. Obviously, about halfway into this one, you definitely don't want to make a move like that.
No, you don't, because John T's right there on his deck lid.
Yeah, John T's going to, he'll capitalize on any mistake that these guys do. And he's going to look to see if he can't drop down on the inside. And you just saw, just will not hold. The nose of that car wants to push up too bad.
It's something when you can't hold it down there. You try everything the world can, but it won't do it.
Not at this track. This track is just known for, running that middle lane coming off, especially turn 4. That is a very, very treacherous, very pushy style turn. You get very tight in that turn.
Yes, you will. John T. Go ahead.
What's that? Well, I'm just saying that you almost, when you're going into the turns, you really got to back it up. And that's where you get into trouble. Let's say like a guy like right now, you see Scott right there on the back end of John T. John's going to try to back up going into turn 3, back the turn up. The problem is Scott might not back it up as far as, John does. And that's where you get into trouble. He might dive on the inside. But the problem is John's going to be able to get that run off the turn where Scott might not be able to. He's going to end up pushing.
Scott's down there low.
He's going to try to work him over just a little bit. So good battle here. Just everybody's kind of even. Just to give you an idea of the times, Tim, you've got to look. The times from the lead all the way, I'm looking right here, all the way back. I mean, the top 6 machines are within 7/10 of each other, well less than 8/10. There's a second difference between 7th there. So, those times are very, very close. But watch John here as he tries on the inside. You see coming off turn 4, just cannot get the grip. That front of that car just will not hold to the pavement.
No, Jay pushed him down a little bit, and that's the reason he couldn't get it.
And that's, that's a textbook move right there. I call it textbook. Is what you want to do is not give that guy on the inside the middle lane, or give him the room to push up. Make him stay down there on the apron of the track. Make him, force him to stay down there. And that way, he's going to have to let out of it, or he's going to take a risk of taking you both out.
That's right.
That's right, the Mom Squad out there. Definitely got to get all y'all getting. Oh, John T, just like that right there. You can lose your momentum here, too. That's going to leave the front door wide open for Scott. But Scott realizes if he jumped down there, it would also bring Mike Franklin, and he's not going to be able to do it. John probably is a tick faster than Jay. It's just a very tough place to pass.
He is a little bit oh, you see that?
Bumped him a little bit.
Yeah.
Let's see if he's able to make the pass this time going into the turn. If he's able to hold right there, coming out of the turn, he's going to be able to do it. John T takes it to second.
John T's on the move there, Joe.
Let's see if he's able to run down Ed Morris and be able to do anything with him, as Jay Pryor right there in second. Now Scott's got that preferred line coming out of turn 4. I think he's going to be able to hold off Mike Franklin. If he can maybe get up to the high side of Jay, he might be able to take that spot away from him.
I believe he could too, because that high side where the racing's going on.
You know, they've let Davey Hendricks come into the mix here to keep watching. They're going to bring Darrell Clements up here for these 4 machines. Good battle going on here for the 3rd and 4th spot.
Davey Hendricks and Darrell Clements right there together.
Mike Franklin's trying that low line. You just saw him push up the track, and he had to get out of it. If not, he would have kept going and caught the rear quarter panel there of Scott.
Whoa, he pushed him down a little bit.
That's what you got to do. You got to keep that guy down there. You don't want to give him that middle lane, because then you'll give him the momentum coming off the turn. And if you give him too much momentum, he'll come off the turn side by side. Guess what? The next turn, he's just going to drive it right down in there and pass you. So you want to try to do it. And you just see Mike Franklin caught the apron right there, upset the car, shot up the track, and again he had to get out of it, lost all his momentum. Here comes Davey Hendricks.
Davey Hendricks is right there on top side there. He's going to capitalize on that if he ain't careful.
Yeah, just one little small mistake, and you just saw it right there. Nothing wrong, just good hard racing between those two.
They got back in line now. Yes, it is hard racing right there, Joe. All these guys right here are racing hard back there.
Absolutely. It has been a very, very good race so far. You see Scott's on the move. He just making it around Jay. I think Jay right now is struggling with that car. I think right now the tires might be giving up, and you see Mike goes around and maybe Jay realizes that, you know what, let me cool these things down. It's 21 laps in here, and I did hear a little birdie Tweety in my ear say they can go about 40 laps on fuel.
Wow. Are they going to be able to have the tires for it?
Well, they'll be able to have the tires, obviously, but the thing is, we're going to have the cautions to do it. Guys that save tires, obviously we talk about it, time and time again. Guys that save tires, if you go out there and you wear those things out, obviously you're not going to have anything left. The 2 guys out front, Ed Morris, John T. Williams right now, they can ride their own race. You got guys like Jay Pryor back here with Mike Franklin and all. They're battling pretty hard. Are they going to have the tires there to get going? Now, you see Scott, though. He's late in the run, 23 laps in. Look at him go. He might have learned something early on in that run.
I believe he did there, because he's up front there.
Absolutely. Right now is a good run right now. We're good set here. Jay's back there. Jay's wanting to keep a hold of that position. I understand that. But again, you got to look at the long run. If they going 40 laps on fuel, which is about another 15 laps that they got to go, he's in a good position. Doesn't want to burn them tires up. Obviously wants to see what he's got. But this guy right here, Scott, man, he's on the move.
Yes, he is.
Boy, he is trying to take that inside lane away from John T. Let's see if he can make the move here. Two pretty good. Don't know much about this Scott guy. You know anything about him, Tim?
No, but what I've seen, he's pretty good.
So far, caution's out.
He got that note ahead of him there, Joe.
Got some cars everywhere. Let's go back here on the replay. See, I'm going to ride with Eric Driggins. I don't think it happened with him. I think it happened in front of him, and he was just a victim of, whoops, Oh, yeah, he got punched in the back. Actually, Nick Hunt was involved. Nick Hunt was a little further up, so let's see what we'll finally find out who actually came about. Nick Hunt. Oh, okay. Car in front of Nick Hunt, the 8 of Richie Evans, caught the wall, came right back down in front of Nick Hunt. Nick and him, and destroys the 88 machine. Eric Driggins. Oh, wow. That's John Sterling. He just got destroyed. Going to look from another angle here. So it happened up front there. Richie Evans caught the wall. Watch the 88 here, nowhere to go. He's locking down it. Oh, he just T-bones the side of Nick Hunt. Wow. Oh, that was a hard lick. Let's go ride back. Just see what happened to the 8 machine. Came out of the turn, bumps the wall, tries to hang on to it, and the problem is Nick Hunt's right there, and Nick just caught a little bit of the back end, and the next thing you know, boom, everybody. 66 is involved. I gotta give a hats off here, folks. I gotta ride with the nose here of Adam Eisenhower, because watch Adam Eisenhower here, folks. Actually, excuse me, that was Jason Eisenhower. Wow.
Pretty good size wreck.
Yeah, I'm watching it. Watch Jason Eisenhower in this wreck. I'm going to watch him right here as he goes through this wreck. Well, watch on the hood view of Jason Eisenhower as they're coming out of the turn, going down the backstretch right here. I want you to watch how close Jason Eisenhower was to get it involved in this wreck here. Now they're coming out of the turn, Now he sees it. He sees it kind of unfolding up in front of him.
Nothing he can do about it.
Look at this. Zoom. Never lifts. Now, he did get a little bit right there, but I'm going to tell you what. was just, wow, close.
Sad on his part.
Just a product of the track. You saw Richie Evans just come up, get tight, hit the wall, and you know what? Ain't nothing you can do about it.
No, that's the track doing that, Joe.
Oh, yeah. No doubt, no doubt. Well, you got Ed Morris out here leading it. Scott List right there in second. John T. Wimmish in third. So we're about set to go back.
You got Jay Pryor in fourth and Mike Franklin in fourth. Jay Pryor. Well, they got a little rest there, Joe. We can go back racing, y'all.
Well, I'll tell you what, getting set to go by green flag racing. Sorry about that, my wife was showing me this funny commercial there. But I tell you, it's, here we go. I don't have favorites. I like everybody out here. You know me, I try to stay neutral. I'm race neutral. How's that, Tim?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What are you eating?
Second drink.
Good. You're on the clock. Ed Morris been in charge for most of it, but I want to see if he can hold off the hard charger who was coming to the front there. Oh, Scott was doing pretty good. So pace car's out of turn 4. Another drop off on pit road. Here we go. Ed Morris drops the hammer. We're back racing in the lights here at Charlotte.
Scott got a good shot there too. He got a good start.
No doubt about it. Yeah, Travis just caught up in a little instant earlier on. Just one of them racing deals. 2 cars trying to take the same real estate, and, well, you know what happens. Boom. But Jay's still up there, driving pretty good. He's in 5th place spot right now. John T. Wimmer's got his hands full with his teammate, Mike Franklin. They're battling out for the 3rd and 4th place spot, and Jay's right there behind them. Hunter McDaniel. Don't count that kid out. He's up there in 6th.
Yes, he is, Joe.
Ed Morris takes off to the front side. We're going to see if old Scott can get up here and do anything with him.
Got Mike Franklin Mike Romanger coming in there too.
He's in the picture.
Yes, he is.
John T says, look, Mike, you're teammates, but I got to have that 3rd place spot back, and he's going to battle him back on the inside. Mike's not giving up. Oh, bumps the wall a little bit on the outside. Mike does, coming out of 4. That's just these cars getting very tight coming out of this track.
Boy, they are getting tight, Joe.
But he's still rumbling on the outside. Here we go, and look up front. Don't look too long. The 57's on the move. That's the mystery man. I guess that's what we're going to call him, mystery man, Scott List, because he's got a list tonight, and it means him trying to win. He's going to work over the back end of Ed Morris right now.
Boy, he's right there on him, Joe, and I'm telling you what, Ed knows he's there too.
Yes, he does. It is a good run. Ed's looking in his rearview mirror to see if he cannot pull this thing off. As Scott's there, John T. Wimbish is there. Everybody's in a single file. You got Mike Franklin sitting in 4th. Jay Pryor's right there in the mix in 5th. Now, right behind him, you got some side-by-side action going on with the 75 Hunter McDaniel, and you got Davey Hendricks in the mix.
That's right. Got that 82 down low.
Yep, 82 Mike Franklin's right in front of him. That's Jay Pryor and them. They're battling. And behind him, Hunter McDaniel and Darren Clements battling. You see Mike Franklin push up the track. And when he pushed up the track, well, Jay Pryor was on the outside and kind of pushed. That's what we were talking about. If you stay down low for too long, you push up the track, you take a chance of the outside car going up into the wall with you. It could have been more disastrous than what it could have been.
Jay backed out of it and he went down low and let him have it.
Had to. Boy, that was because he just went up there into the wall. Look at Mike Franklin working over John T. Wimbish. All 4 and 5 of these machines are tough. This is different than what we're seeing last night. Reason being is you can put these cars, you've been a little bit more aggressive with these machines than you can the other ones. Mike Franklin right now trying to rumble and hang on the 4th. Jay Pryor's in the mix. But boy, I tell you, Ed Morse loving it. But John T. Wimbish, Scott List right behind him. They're battling, so we've got 2 by 2 by 2.
Boy, that's a race right there, buddy.
Woo! Good one so far here. What are you eating on?
What?
Sound like you got something in your mouth.
No.
What you smoking on?
Ha ha.
You got hemp?
No.
Chewbacca?
No.
Are you chewing on the cigar?
No, I don't feel no filter.
You doing something because you're like... Caught you, man. Eating on a biscuit.
A piece of loaf bread.
That's what I thought. Mike Franklin sitting there in 5th. Everybody, all them guys had to get that settled out pretty quick. They're going to tear the tires up or going to tear some sheet metal up one here virtual-wise. They all kind of go single file, except for Hunter McDaniel and them behind it. Davey Hendricks, here it comes. Tommy Haynes and company right there.
Well, Tommy's pulling it up now.
Mike Franklin right there. Excuse me, Mike Romanger, my bad.
Him and Tommy Haynes have been running together there for a while.
And they will for a little bit. The problem is, like we said, you got to keep those tires, cool, calm, and collective, and just, be clean with it. Mike Romanger moving up here, man. Yeah, I knew you was chewing on something.
No. I said I had a dead spot there.
Oh. Mike Romanger, he's trying to move up. He's in 9th now, slowly but surely. This is the guy, look for him towards the end of this one here. This is what he does. He kind of slowly but surely moves up to the field, tries to pick them off one by one. You see right here, though, Right in front of him, he's got Davey Hendricks, Darrell Clements, and Hunter McDaniel battling.
Yeah, well, Mike Romanger bringing Tommy Haynes along with him, too.
That's it, old Tommy Haynes, good old Tommy Haynes right there. Those two have got to be careful for the battle happening in front of them.
For real.
Very, very good one. Now, Scott has caught Ed up front there. Ed right now in that number 7 machine. I'm still watching this battle back here, though, with Davey and them, but keeping an eye on the closing rate there of Scott. He's just kind of, and look at this 3 wide with the lap car. They had to get around him somehow. That usually could be dangerous.
That was close for Hunter McDaniel.
Absolutely. All right. You got something to say to Tim? Go ahead.
Who?
Thanks, Tim.
Hey, buddy. You're welcome, son. Enjoy them, buddy.
Yeah, he has loved those things and run around. And folks, if you don't know what we're talking about, Tim sent a set of headphones to little buddy there, and he is loving them as the wireless style headphones, and he has loved watching them all over the house to his phone. So that was pretty cool. And I told him I had Tim here tonight. Tim, I tell you, it's been a good race. It's been exciting. It's just, I know people that last night, wait a minute, we had the Cup cars here at Charlotte. What's the difference? Well, it's the Cup car. I mean, that's really the difference. These cars, a little more aggressive, and you can drive them a little more harder.
And be with these cars right here, because the Cup cars, you can't do this with them.
No, because you got to be more. They're not as forgiving as this car is. They're a little bit more finesse style, and it just obviously more horsepower to those machines. It's called Scott right there. Test the waters on the inside of Ed.
He's up there messing with him.
Yeah, so far. They're messing with him a little bit. They back single file right now.
You'll probably get him before it's over with.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what. What's that?
Never mind.
Oh. Good run. I'm watching John Wimbish and Jay Pryor. They're still duking it out there for 3rd place.
Oh, yeah. They're close to one another there, Jay Pryor. And you got Mike Franklin joining them, too.
The 40 machine, I know you're looking for Joshua Gillen. He is right here, moving up pretty good. He's up to 18th right now. There's Sandra out there. She's looking for the Joshua's machine. PMP Knives machine there, Joshua Gillen. And good to see, like we said, we caught the mom squad out there. Boy, I'll tell you what, all the moms love watching their boys here. Unfortunately, Travis Pryor, Travis, to get caught up in that wreck earlier on, is not doing too bad. He's back up to 19th spot, Tim.
Yeah, he's trying his best there, Joe.
Well, points at a premium. He's had a pretty good season, so he definitely wants to keep in points. You never know what happened. Some other guys might fall out. He can end up getting maybe a top 15 out of this thing. It looks like Hunter McDaniel has blinked out for the moment.
Uh-oh.
And dropped all the way back to 13th. I think he probably did maybe the safe thing, got out the way of everybody so he didn't get into a wreck there.
Yeah. Hello, Sandra.
Ooh, Jay Pryor has caught the wall sometime or another, but look at him fight back on the outside with John T. Wimbish. I tell you what, with that little bit of damage on the right side he is definitely holding his own against that man of the 56, calling the captain out there, John Wimbish, down low in the Demon Sim chassis machine.
At 82, Mike Franklin's catching them, Joe.
No doubt about it. Mike Franklin's putting the heat on him.
John T. down up under Jay Pryor there.
Try to look up underneath him. Will you quit eating? You eat before the race. Make everybody hungry out in the chat. Wow. Mike Franklin's going to work up underneath Jay Pryor, take that spot away. He's going to follow in the tire tracks there. John T. Wimbish as they'll go 3rd and 4th. Jay's going to hang on the 5th. Davey Hendricks back into the 6th spot. Tommy Haynes the 7th. Darren Clements there in 8th. Mike Romanger, he's going to hang on to the 9th place. David Elliott rounds the top 10.
Yeah, you got Dustin Hart there in 11th, Joe.
Right. The top two guys here, though, Ed Morris and Scott List, have kind of, well, they've checked out from the guys behind them. They got a 1.5, 1.6 second lead over them.
They're doing a good job, too.
Yes, they are. Absolutely. Let's go back here and see what our, unfortunately, on pit road, all tore up Nick Hunt. Got caught up in that wreck early on, you know, and just not been able to capitalize. He's a defending champ here at the Xfinity Series.
Yeah, this is just one race there, Joe.
Looks like Jay might have tagged the wall just a little bit coming out of the turn. And, you know, that's just a product of this track. You are so tight coming out of these turns. It does not take much, and I don't care what kind of skill you got. You can be, well, you can be a Bobby Zielinski or whatever and still at this track come out of turn 4 and smack that outside wall.
Boy, I tell you what, Jay is getting awful close to that wall every round.
And it's just a product of the place here. It gets very tight coming out, going into the turns. Look at Tommy Haynes, boy, work on the back of Davey Hendricks.
Boy, he's out there on him, ain't he?
No doubt about it. I'll eat after the race, y'all. As long as I got me some water or something to drink, I'm good.
That's what I did earlier.
Yeah, I'm good through the race. Well, we're at lap 89, 90 here of 134. It's clicking off pretty good so far here, Tim, as Ed Morse out front. And I heard much out of Edward out there. Maybe he's got his fingers crossed, hiding it up underneath the bed, hoping, man, that Ed pulls this thing off.
I heard that. Peeping out from under the covers looking.
Absolutely. That's what Pat does every once in a while.
She gets under the chair. Or behind it.
Yeah. We got a few, man, that do jumping jacks on the couch. A few of them hangs under the couch. A few that hangs underneath the covers and whatnot. So, you know, haven't had any run up and down the backyard yet. We'll just have to see if that happens.
I heard that.
Yeah, but Ed Morse is doing an outstanding job. He's out front and leading it. Scott List right there in second. John T. Wimbish is holding the third. Mike Franklin there in fourth. Everybody's kind of being calm right now. We're 28 laps into this run. Remember, though, I heard that they can go 40 laps on fuel. So, the battle right here between Darren Clements and old David Elliott. That's for 9th and 10th.
Yeah, David's starting to show his face now.
I hear you, Ed, but there you go. That's what I say. Sit back, watch, and enjoy, and hope everybody is enjoying what you're hearing, what you're seeing, because it is an outstanding race so far. I tell you, before maybe before a caution comes out, maybe before we get the green flag pit stops here, maybe, just maybe, I can get this in. You know what that is?
Yeah.
We call this OSR Network Rundown Order.
That's right.
I need to clear my throat. Because we got a big one here tonight. So let's start with the man out front. He started in second. He's got Ed Race Paints there on the top hood of his machine. He's currently out front in this one. Looks like, hold on a minute. All right.
Got one into the pit.
Yeah. I tell you what, folks, looks like we have got green flag pit stops, and that's going to mess up this whole order. But we're going to hang on until we get past these green flag stops. Then we're going to do the OSR Network Rundown Order. How's that?
Good.
Yeah, because here comes the leader that I was just talking about. Because if not, I'm going to have guys switching positions left and right on me here.
Couldn't keep up with them.
Absolutely. They'll be just back and forth. So our leader, Ed Morse, on pit road. John T. Wimbish is on pit road. So a lot of guys coming in actually early, 32 laps in.
They could have got 10 more laps.
Yeah. That's what I heard they could. I mean, you still got Tommy Haynes out there. Mike Franklin, Jay Pryor, which actually they're coming in now. You don't want to stay too long out front or out there because you're going to give up so much time on the track.
That's right. Tommy Haynes is off the pit road. John Wimbish right behind him.
Absolutely. Well, we appreciate that, Becky. You know, as always, I don't know about being the best. I mean, we just try to have fun and do what we do. It is good. I mean, me and Tim's got a pretty full schedule coming up pretty soon. Trying to wear Tim out. You know, he said he wanted to get up the booth, and I'm just trying to wear him out.
I'm gonna take his mic and smack him with it, Becky.
He can't handle it.
I can handle it. Bring it on, brother. Bring it on.
Looks like we're going to have a new leader when all this rounds about here and these green flag stops as old Scott List beat Ed Morse out of pits.
Yeah.
That's because he short pitted. My bad. He short pitted on him. That's why.
Ed's coming, though. He's coming around the 10 there right now, Joe, on the bottom side.
No doubt about it.
Ooh. 10 come down on him a little bit.
Okay. Gary
Here's
May.
the 10.
He got the Hooters
Gary
car.
May. Yeah.
Everybody likes Hooters. Well, I like Hooters. You like Hooters, Tim?
Yeah.
I'm talking about the burger place. What are you talking about?
Hooters burgers.
Yeah, and
I
Owls,
never
man.
did eat there, though.
They got good scenery.
We got
The wait staff's nice.
yeah, we got a Hooters down here in Birmingham. I hadn't never been in there though.
Tim's probably talking about some daggum hoot owls, man, that he hears out in his backyard every night.
They in my field too.
I hear you. Well, Kevin, we appreciate you stopping by, man. We understand you got to get up, man, awful early. As always, have a good one. Check with the replay tomorrow. I tell you what, could be ending up an exciting one here. As the Hooter Mobile, he's going to come in here. Well, he's looking good as he's coming on pit road.
Good night, Kevin. You have a good one tomorrow, buddy. Be
He got a
careful.
good
at
picture
work.
on the side of that car.
What is it?
Hooters.
Hush.
Well, that's good to know, Becky. I mean, you know, yeah. Becky says she don't like Hooters.
I've seen them, but I ain't saying I like them.
Shame on you. You're not American.
I just got to the age, Joe. It don't matter to me no more.
Oh, I hear you, man. Well, I'll tell you what, it looks like our leader, Scott, has done what everybody else has done. Smacked the wall. It looks like he's got a little right side damage on that machine. And so he's evidently got up there and scraped the wall just a little bit. And that's again, typical Charlotte. You get too close coming out of the turns, it pushes up. Boom. Like a magnet.
Yes, it does, and it holds you up there, too.
It does. For a little bit.
He got some damage on it, and he got Ed Morris right behind him.
See, Tyler needed to be out here. He wouldn't have had so much stress. He could take it out on him on the track.
Michael Twait's the new leader there, Joe.
Absolutely.
Or he was.
Tell Tyler, man, he's got about 30-some more years of stressful days at work. It's part of the life, I guess. But hey, we wish him the best out there, man. Good to see Tyler. Hopefully, get to see him, man, running some more on Sunday and Monday night.
That's right. Well, I tell y'all what, y'all enjoy your work. I am sitting here at home and enjoying my time, my retirement.
All you do is smoke cigars and play farm sim.
That's right. And I do.
I don't know how in the world this man sits in an office chair as long as he does without breaking his knees.
Well, it ain't my knees that's having a problem.
What is it?
Sitting down place.
Oh, well, that too.
Buttocks. Oh, look at John. Oh, look at John.
Well, it's good to know, Becky. I appreciate it. Well, I tell you what, Tommy Massey's out front and is still yet to pit. He's been out there for 42 laps so far, so you know about how far these guys can go now. Wow.
He's showing the way, ain't he?
I think what he's trying to do, and if we put the math right, that puts him at 34. that actually would put him with one more stop. Everybody else is going to have to, well, let me rephrase that. When I say they have to stop, no, they're not, because they came in at 31 and 32 laps. So I think a lot of these guys can go the rest of the way.
I tell you what, when Tommy Macy comes in and pits, he can go the rest of the way.
Absolutely. Well, Becky, I sit in this chair just for these broadcasts, and then I have to go over and sit in my recliner. Me and Tim talks about it all the time because my knees are just in, my feet, knees, and back are just in that bad a shape. I just can't do it. But Joshua Gillian, there's another guy who is yet to make a pit stop. He's in second. John Gonzalez third. Michael Thwaite. So that's the top four guys who have yet to make a pit stop yet. Now, obviously, if a caution came out, it might benefit them.
It would.
I know what they're doing. They're trying to stretch this thing as long as they can.
I don't know when the last time Joshua had been in, but he's past 45.
44 laps ago.
44 laps.
So, a little birdie who told me you can go 40 laps on fuel, he was a little bit off because Tommy, Joshua, and all them has been out 45, 46 laps.
Yes, they have. Tommy has.
Long way.
He's catching Tommy Massey. Tommy's coming in, look like.
Gonna give it up. Yep.
Yeah, yep. Here he comes.
Joshua's gonna stay out another lap.
Joshua's gonna mess around. Don't run out of fuel there.
Yeah, definitely don't want to run out of fuel. You don't want to, if he's trying for some sort of strategy here, definitely don't want to do that.
He pushed the issue one night and run out of fuel.
But I told you before, looks good on his resume. He's getting laps out there led.
Oh, yeah.
That's what we were saying last night. Yeah, he's coming in now. He went 46 laps, Tim.
God, almost 50
Michael
laps.
Thwaite.
Oh, Michael Thwaite.
Well, spun right in front of him, coming on pit road, and that's what old tires will do for you.
Michael tore that wall up, buddy.
Yes, he did. Ed Morris passed old Scott right there for the lead, so Ed's back out front leading this one. Scott Liss is going to be in second. Everybody, man, is going to be right now. Wow.
Gonna race to the finish, buddy.
Appreciate that shout out there, TMP. Sometimes people, man, just, you got a lot of drivers that actually watch too and don't want them out there hitting the like button while they're driving. Some have a hard enough time trouble keeping the thing straight on the track.
I heard that.
Okay. I'm clearing my throat, and I think we're through the green flag stops now. I think we might be able to make it through the rundown order. What do you think, Tim?
I think we can.
Give my swig a drink.
I'll do mine while you're doing that.
Absolutely. All right. Well, let's start that out here. Out front in this one here, that man Ed Morris takes the lead back over. He started in second. He's sitting in first. Apocalyptic Motorsports on right there. Ed Morris leading it here tonight. Done very well. Has led 68 laps. Scott List, going to call him the newcomer here, just out of nowhere. He put it on pole tonight. Currently running in second place here, and he's done an outstanding job. He's led several laps. John T. Wimbish, call him the captain. Demon Racing Chassis on. He started seventh. He's up to third. Mike Franklin, he's got Black Rifle and the Coffee Company. We'll tell you that is a combination deadly and a half right there. Started 20th, so he's made a come back to the front tonight. He's been able to get up there to the fourth place spot. Tommy Haynes here, the Demon Sim Works Machines on. He started 12th. He's up to 5th. A good run for him so far. Davey Hendricks, the Corsair machine there in the 38. Started 11th. Having a good run. Jay Pryor started 5th. He's back to 7th. He's one of the aggressor machines out there. Definitely looking good so far. Mike Romager, call him Mr. Extreme himself. Past champion here at ExtremeMotorsports99.com. He started 18th. And he has made his way to the 8th place spot right here in the Napa Know-How machine, knowing how to get it done. David Elliott, Virginia Tech's on right there in the 42. He started 15th. He's up to 9th. Daryl Clemens. Yep, well, got one. No one fights alone right there. He's got the Brooklyn Hill on the hood of that one. He started 13th. He's currently sitting in 10th. Hunter McDaniel. Nice looking 75 machine. Started 8th. He's right in the 11th spot. Looking good. Ken Ladd. He goes. He's having a pretty good night. Started 23rd position. He's up to 12th. Gary May, we was just talking about him in the Hootermobile. He started 16th. He's up to 13th right now. SimSpeedShop.com's on. Jason Eisenhower, well, he's started way back in 31st. Right now in 14th. We talk about this guy, Mason Kane. Started 3rd, kind of falling off the pace a little bit. He's back to 15th. Travis Pryor, what a comeback. He got caught up in a wreck early on in the race. He started 4th. He's up to 16th, though. He was as far back as way back at 30-some position. But he's been on a battle back and have a good one. Here you go. The man sitting in 17th, Brent Cool. Drive for Diabetes man himself there. Started 29th. He's currently in 17th spot. John Gonzalez, a little crinked up a little bit. Started 6th, falling off the pace. He's back in 18th spot right now. Tommy Amassi. Well, he's in that 05 machine, a 32nd starting spot, but he's up to 19th. Joshua Gillen, we was just talking about him. He did lead a lap out here. He started 22nd. He's up to 20th right now. Dustin Hart, there's another one in the 26 machine. Started 14th. He currently falling back just a little bit. He's back 21st. Michael Thwaites. He got caught up in a wreck early on. That's got him back in 22nd spot. He started 19th tonight. Adam Eisenhower, the other SimSpeedShop.com machine. Well, he started 30th. He's moved up a few positions up to the 23rd spot. Well, Bobby Tinch. Well, not the night he's looking for. A little crunched up. Started 31st. A little bit off the pace, sitting in 24th spot. There's another one. Rob Haynes started 24th. He's right now running 25th. Randy Perdue. Well, started 26th. He's currently 26th. A little crunched up back there. Had a rough night at it so far. Bryce Senesac, man in the 09 machine with the 09 designs. He started 25th, dropped back to 27th, got caught up in a wreck early on in this one. John Sterling, well, he started 28th, sitting in the 28th in that 88 machine. Jacob Lee, there's another one. He's in the 27th spot, currently sitting in, or he started 27th, currently sitting at 29th. Nick Hunt right here. Now he got back out there, started 17th, he's 30th. That brings us back up here to the top spot. And folks, I'll tell you what, that's your OSR Network rundown order. But we are under caution here. Again, Tim, I don't know who that was that might have brought that caution. Looks like Mason Kane might have been the one. Might have blinked out. Let's see.
I seen it happen, but I didn't see who it was.
Looks like Mason Kane bumped off the wall, went down through the front stretch, and was just mowing the grass. Next thing you know, boom, just destroyed the car into the wall. Then it got caught up, and then it just blinked out. And I think that's what triggered the caution for us.
I heard that.
Well, pit stops.
They're coming back.
Absolutely. There's a new name, Melissa. How you doing?
Hey, Melissa.
Right. Haven't seen you out there. I guess you said you're pulling for Dustin. And I'm going to say Dustin Hart is who you're pulling for. Always appreciate the new people and the family members, man, tuning in here. We're into caution here again. And actually, Tim, we're getting down to the closing laps of this one here at Charlotte. Lap 121 and 134. I would have thought you'd have seen maybe some two-tire stoppers right there. No, you didn't, as Ed Morris does win the battle off pit road. John T. Wimmish is going to come out in second. Scott List is in third. Now, I always say it, Tim. Business is about to pick up. Run what you brung. And I think now it's getting between go time.
It's time to get them in gear right now, Joe, and see what you got. If you brung it, you better have it on track right now, because we got, 11 laps to go after this?
That's it.
And, buddy, I'm going to tell you what, it's going to be a race to the finish, and we got to see a good one.
Absolutely. Hope you love the rundown order there. Love showing off the paint jobs with a lot of these guys. Just to name a few official guys out of the race, looks like Mason Kane is, Tyler Hallman, Eric Driggins, Richie Evans is a lot of laps down. So those guys right now out of the race so far. What's up, Cody? How you doing? Again, I want to appreciate everybody tuning in as we're getting down to the closing laps in this one. Pretty much the last pit stops, and what Tim said, you got to show what you got. There's two things to think about. Obviously, the last lap, well, that puts an end to it. That's what we're racing for. But in iRacing, if 5 to go, usually if a caution flies, that puts an end to it. So these guys got to be mindful of that, like Ed Morris and John T up there. They want to get out front.
That's right. Hey, Kathy. Hey, Cody.
Okay, we got two people out there, man, pulling for Dustin, so he got a fan club going on now. We got Melissa and Kathy. I'm going to say one might be mom, one might be wife, daughter, I don't know, family member of some sort, friend, something. I don't know. I'm just asking.
Let's get this baby going.
Got the light still on the pace car. Calm down.
Yeah, I'm ready to get over.
Well, it's getting close. I mean, we're probably going to have, when we go back green, about 10 laps to go here, Tim.
I'm telling you what, and these two right there in front, Ed Morris, John Wimbish, and Scott, and Mike Franklin, and Tommy Haynes is right there in top 5. One of them going to win the race if we don't have a wreck.
Gotcha. Okay, Melissa's the aunt. Who's Kathy now? All right, one's mom, one's aunt. All right, good deal. Knew this family member somewhere. Kathy's mom, Melissa's the aunt. All right, we got them all. We're going to stack them back up here, Tim. See if we can't take this thing to the end.
Kathy's the mom.
Kathy's mom, Melissa's aunt.
I heard that. Great, that's good.
Yeah, I got Grandpa up here in the booth with me.
I can't even talk.
Got him off his game. Yeah, Moses. It's hard to talk when you're that old.
Oh yeah. I was there with Moses when he parted the water.
He was. He saw the burning bush and everything else. I tell you what, it's going to be a good one. I hope these guys are about to burn this track up here as we're getting set to go back green flag racing. Pace cars out of turn 4. Lights off here. The man up front, Ed Morris, he has been in charge. But he knows he's got an angry few guys behind him that won't sit pace cars in. Green flag flies. We're back racing here at Charlotte.
Yes, we are, and that Mike Scott did not waste no time, Joe.
Well, Scott knows he's got to go, and he's got to clear these guys. He understands that John T. Wimbish and them are very fast behind him. Tommy Haynes right there mixing it up. So you got John T., Tommy Haynes, Mike Franklin, Davey Hendrick. Look at Mike Franklin making moves.
Boy, he's on the move, ain't he? Oh!
And got into the back end of Tommy Haynes and just moved. No caution, but I'm going to tell you, let's go back on the replay of this one. That's about as close. That's really a bump and run at 100 and almost 90 miles an hour. He drove that thing in there, got into the back end. That's pretty much what I call this the other night. There's a difference between the bump and run and then pretty much putting your fender in there. And he just drove that thing into the turn, battle for second.
Tommy did hang on to it, though.
Yes, he did. Battle for second. Well, we got to watch back here. Mike Franklin's got Davey Hendricks all over him.
Oh, he's all.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Mike just drove that thing in our aggressive move to put that thing on the inside. You know, and obviously I'm no race control person, but, you know, from my view and what I see and what I saw was pretty much Mike drove it into the turn and got into the rear of him and had a little bump and run at 190. We normally see that on short track racing.
For real.
No doubt. But you know what? We said it. It's go time. These guys are definitely going to put it up. And look at John T. Wimbish. He got around Scott. He's trying to run down Ed Morris.
I don't think he got enough time, Joe.
Well, he is 7.5 tenths back. He's going to have it looks like about 8 laps or so, roughly six or 7 laps to do it. Let's look at the lap times. Right now, Ed Morris is running a tick faster, about 0.5 tenth faster than John T. Wimbish is. Keeps running that. No, he's not going to be able to catch him. As we look back here, Hunter McDaniel is actually going to be... Oh, Hunter stuffs in the wall, and Mike Romanger, nowhere to go. Mike Romanger puts that thing in the wall, destroys the car.
Oh, man.
Oh, nowhere to go. Just a victim of circumstance here. Let's watch the replay. Hunter McDaniel pushed up. Actually, it looks like Mike Franklin might have pushed up into him. They were side by side, but man, Mike Romanger nowhere to go. Wham. Let's watch what's happened here again.
Hunter can't get out of the wall.
Coming out of turn 4. Oh, yeah, Mike Franklin and Hunter McDaniel just came together out of the turn. Wow. I mean, that's just two guys. You know, again, I look at it as two guys going for real estate there. Yeah, they just tried to take to both sides. They got contact. Hunter McDaniel went right into the wall, but boy, Mike Romanger pays the price for that one.
5 more laps after this one right here.
Yeah, it's not going to end it, I don't think. But let's watch us right here with Mike Romanger, because he sees it and just know where to go. And oh, he destroys the front of that car. Mike had battled his way all the way through the field to get back up front, only just to get destroyed like that. Wow.
That was sad there.
I think we're going to have a 1-lap shootout. That was actually before the 5 laps, so it should be like a green-white checker.
I hope they do.
Yeah, because it's 5 to go at this point, so the caution came out, before the 5-lap mark.
That's right. 3 laps to go, probably.
Yeah, I'm going to say, yeah, it's either going to be a green-white checker or, like you said, probably about 3 laps. Ooh, Ed Morris is going to have to get another good start in front of the field, and what he's going to want to see is John T. Wimbish and Scott get back there and battle this one out. What we saw before, Tommy Haynes, Mike Franklin got in the back of Tommy Haynes. Tommy held on to it, and there you saw Mike Franklin and Hunter McDaniel just trying to both go into the same real estate, got together. Hunter McDaniel went up into the wall, and Mike Romanger paying the price for that one. Wow.
Well, he did. It tore his car up, Joe.
Absolutely. So,
I'll tell you what, I'd hate to have been in either one of them.
yeah, and I hate to be a race official on it there, but it definitely is, wow. I mean,
Hell,
if you I ain't even going to say how I would call that. I'm going to just go ahead and say 2 cars been going for real estate, and it just looked like they both, one was coming up, one was going down. They kind of just met kind of in the middle, and Hunter McDaniels has bounced off the wall, and obviously Mike Romanger, nowhere to go. I mean, he was just, he's like, hey, there's a car in front of me.
he was in no man's land, wasn't he?
Absolutely.
Joe, we got 4 more laps.
Well, I want to see who's going to pull this thing off. Can the newcomer there, Scott List, kind of the unknown, don't know much about him here, or can it be the captain, John T., pull it off? Or is Ed Morris finally going to get this thing in victory lane? He's won one, but I'm going to say he's going to finally get in victory lane. He's been close, I know, several times, as we're going to get set here to go back green flag racing, Tim.
Yeah, Scott has done good tonight to be just coming on to the scene, Joe.
If it wasn't for that small little damage on the right side, I'd say he'd probably have the car to get up there and battle, but I think it is hindering him some. Let's get a quick race summary. Ed Morris is leading it. We have completed 131 of 134 laps, 7 lead changes, 5 cautions here tonight, so not very, very bad of a race here at Charlotte. A lot of the cautions have pretty much been a product of, well, the track.
This track can bring them on too, buddy.
It's just one of these places where it's so easy to overdrive the car.
All right, we finna go back racing, people. Y'all buckle it up. Joe, I tell you what, we finna see what we got.
This will be for the final time here tonight as they go back green flag racing. That man, John T. Wimbish and Ed Morris out front. Seeing Scott List get up there, and 2, if a caution does fly at this moment, it is definitely going to be over with. It's been a very interesting race here for Charlotte. Under the lights for Extreme Motorsports 99.com Xfinity Series pace cars out of turn 4. Takes that hard left turn. Ed Morris turns the wick up, gets a good jump on the restart. The green flag flies. We're back racing.
Boy, he did get a good start.
And Scott,
I tell you what, Scott got a good one too.
Scott, that's what he wants to try to do. He slides up in front of John right there. That's what Ed wanted to see right now. He wanted to see that man slide up there, and John puts the bumper to the back end of him, moves him out of the way just a little bit. I think they're going to see these guys rub a little bit in the turn. Aggressiveness right now is what you've got to do. Here comes the 38 of Davey Hendricks. John T puts another bumper to the back end of the number 57 machine of Scott.
Davey Hendricks is right there. He's going to get down right there behind Scott.
Scott is pushing the envelope out of turn 2 for the final time tonight. Ed Morrison needs just to make 2 more turns, but who's going to get this third or second place spot? John T's got it out of turn 4 for the final time. Is Davey Hendricks going to steal that spot away? Nope, looks like Scott's going to hang on to it. Ed Morris puts it in victory lane. What a finish to this race.
Wow, what a race. Good race there. Good race there, Ed.
Boy, we raced it back there. Very good aggressiveness there. You saw John take his shots that he needed to take in order to get right there and get that man, get Scott man out of the way just a little bit. It was go time between those two. I mean, you gotta go.
John was trying his best there, Joe. He was a bumper running, wasn't he?
Oh, it was awesome. Just very hard racing. But I like to see between two very good. My hat's off to Scott right there, the newcomer here. A very good finish for him tonight. I know Ed Morris is going to be ecstatic, and John T. Wimbish is going to be very good here. We bring up all these guys here tonight, get a word in with them. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Whew, well, what a finish to that one.
Yes, sir. I appreciate everybody that came in here tonight. We fixing to end this baby when we get through talking to the drivers.
Absolutely. Well, let's bring up the third place newcomer here, Scott Rambler. He did an outstanding job to finish out third. Let's get a talk with him.
Scott, this Tim McBray in the booth. You got a copy?
Got you loud and clear.
Whew! You done a good job tonight, buddy.
I gave it everything I could, man. After I clipped the wall coming out of 4, there was just no straight line speed in that car at all.
I tell you what, if you come in here, you know, like you did, and come into that place right there, that's awesome.
Thanks, man. It's great racing these guys. I don't think I've ever been this comfortable with so many people being able to just run inches apart from each other. This was awesome.
Scott, I tell you what, we got some good guys here in this league right here, man, and they take care of one another.
Yeah, I've definitely noticed that. There's not a whole lot of bumping and grinding that'll go on. Definitely different from a lot of the leagues I've run. Absolutely love this, man.
I tell you what, congratulations there, Scott. I tell you what, a newcomer here, Joe, and he come in third place. That's pretty good there. You got anybody you want to thank there, Scott?
Yes, sir. I want to thank everybody that put everything on. You guys for broadcasting, especially Don Kidder. He put on a hosted race not too long ago. Managed to win that race. He pulled me aside and was like, hey, come check out this league. You won't regret it. And I'm glad I can show up and put on a good performance for him.
I tell you what, this is the best league in the country, buddy. I've raced it many a year, and Joe has too. But I tell you what, Scott, you have a good one, buddy, and we'll talk to you next time.
All right, thank you, guys.
You're welcome, my friend.
There you have it, Tim, third place man Scott. Boy, he wow, come in here and pull that thing off in third place like he did. An outstanding job. Well, let's go here. We know who he is. The captain, John T. Wimbish. He did everything he could to hold on to second. Let me bring him up here and let's go talk with him.
John T. It's Tim McBray in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, man, I got you.
Use that bumper there on the last 2 or 3 laps there, didn't you, John?
Yeah, well, I know that 57 had damage, and he was going to try to block, and he can block. It's totally fine, but Figure if I gave him a little shove here and there, it might get him out of shape, push him up the track, I can get around him. I mean, he was doing what he had to do, and I was doing what I had to do.
That's right. He done good. He come in third. He's a newcomer to this race too, man. I tell you what, John, you done a great job. Congratulations on place 2. And you got anybody you want to thank, John?
Yeah, I want to thank all teammates at Performance. Me and Tommy did a whole lot of practice today. Just kind of helped me get a little better feel for the track than what I had last night. Wasn't too good, but Demon Racing Chassis, Denver Smith Engineering, Esophageal Cancer Awareness Association, AutosByNelson.com, Splash and Go Graphics. Thank you guys for the broadcast. Rick Donovan for the league, and all our admins here, Don and Andy, do a terrific job. And just appreciate everybody watching and rooting for their drivers. And hopefully we put on a pretty good show tonight. I feel like it was pretty good.
It was a great show, John, and I believe you figured this track out, man. I guarantee you have. All right, John, maybe we'll talk to you next week there. You have a good one, my friend.
10-4, bud. Y'all too.
John T. Wimmer's call him the captain, and boy, what he was piloting that ship for everything it was worth there to hang on to second place here tonight to hold off the newcomer there, Scott. Well, this guy, he led a lot of it all night long. Oh, Ed himself here. Ed Morris, Joy in the booth. Got a copy?
Yeah, I got a copy.
Man, I tell you what, why, you've got a rocket ship, and you were holding them off there. That last couple laps there, I know you probably looked in your rearview mirror and was loving what you were seeing.
Yeah, I sure was. Was able to pick up some short run speed toward the end. I was going to try to hang on to it for whatever I got. I was real strong in the long run, and that's where I was best at. I was a little bit worried about those last 2 restarts.
Well, hey, you know what? You've had some awesome restarts on everything so far tonight. I mean, you looked very comfortable when you got out front there. How was your car? I mean, it looked pretty stable for the most part.
Yeah, car was great. No complaints about the car. As long as you ran a good smooth line and kept tires on her, she treated you right.
No doubt about it. Well, I'll tell you what, hey, coming into this one, did you feel like that you had the car to pull this thing off?
Oh, yeah. Running practice, I was, fastest or second fastest in practice, and I knew I had a good fast car here. And qualifying, I barely just missed the pole by a little bit, but yeah, I was pretty confident coming into this race. Charlotte's one of my better tracks. I really like Charlotte. Was hoping to get a win last night, but second turned out pretty good too.
Well, like you just said, second, first, there you go. 2 good nights in a row for you. Ed Morris here puts it in victory lane for the Extreme Motorsports 99.com Xfinity Series here in Charlotte. Ed, you got anybody you want to thank?
Yeah, I'd like to thank my sponsors, Ford Entertainment Group, Jeff Scotty. He does great work over there. If you guys need a computer, man, hit him up. He's awesome. I'd like to thank the team, Apocalyptic Motorsports, man. All the work we do, and it pays off. This is where it puts us at. Both AMS cars take Charlotte for both series, so that's outstanding. I'd really like to thank my spotter, Mike Gant, man. He stayed in my ear all night, basically telling me how to drive that car to an extent, give a real good shout out to him. All the fans, everybody watching, my family, everybody back home, you guys for the broadcast, and Rick and all the admins, great work, and we really appreciate it. This is a great place to run.
Hey, no doubt about it. Well, I'll tell you what, again, congratulations, our Ed Morris. Well, Tim, I'll tell you what, let's get our unofficial results order as Ed Morris puts it in victory lane here tonight. John T. Wimmer heads up in the second. Newcomer there, Scott List, ends up in third. Davey Hendricks to fourth. Mike Franklin fifth. David Elliott up to sixth. Darren Clements seventh. Ken Ladd ends up in the eighth. Jason Eisenhower there to ninth. And Gary May rounds the top 10 as we look to the rest of this one. Wow, what a race here at Charlotte.
Tell you what, for Mike to come in here, Mike Scott to come in here and place third place in the first race on this league, that was awesome, Joe.
Absolutely. Out of nowhere, newcomer there, Scott List, did an outstanding job. Well, folks, I tell you what, Ed Morris putting it in victory lane for an outstanding race here at Charlotte, and we're going to leave here tonight at Charlotte for the Extreme Motorsports 99.com Xfinity Series. For myself, Joe White, and the legendary man himself, Tim McBride. Everyone, have a good night.
Good night, everybody, from Charlotte Motor Speedway.